A couple of months ago, back in September, when the school year started, we had tryouts for a basketball team. And guess what? This year we actually got some pretty good players. But there was one catch. These guys, they had zero confidence. Like, when I would play 1v1 with these guys and we would just fuck around, I could tell they were genuinely good. Some of them even better than me when it came down to skill. But as soon as we got into a real game, it was like they were like completely different people. I would pass them the ball, and as soon as they got it, they were just, what do I do? I know this channel has nothing to do with basketball, but just stick with me because all of this is gonna make sense. Back to the topic. Their confidence was negative. Didn't exist. So me and my teammates, we wanted to fix that, right? We could see the talent inside of them. It was just they had these mental barriers inside of their brains that were telling them, hey, what if you mess up? What if you mess up right now? Yeah, I know this game is important. Yeah, you're gonna fuck up. And these are the type of thoughts that most of us have in our brains. But we really, really needed good role players for the team. So we wanted to find a way to increase their confidence, to make them want to play better. So we came up with this idea, which ended up working amazing. And this way of motivating people, this works in any scenario, any situation, whether if you're doing a project with other people at school, whether if you're doing something at work, this works in most cases, pretty much all the time. These two words kind of contradict each other, but back to the point. To increase these guys' confidence, we would simply give them more opportunities to play. So we would, in practice, we would pass them the ball more. And every time they would screw up, because you could tell this in his eyes. You could tell it in their eyes that they were terrified of holding the ball. They thought that as soon as they mess up, they're going to get yoinked out of the team. But no, we gave them even more opportunities than they had. And this, by the way, this is where the trick comes in. As soon as they had the play, no matter if they made the point or not, we would all praise the guy. We would all be so happy for him. We would give him advice. We would tell him that, yo, you did a good job, regardless if he made the point or not. And this isn't to, just fill him with positivity. And as every self-improvement YouTuber says, we don't care about the participation trophy. All we want is to fucking win. That's true, but see, with these guys, when their confidence is at an all-time low, you need to sort of deload the pressure in their brain. Because think of your brain as a water balloon. Water represents the stress, the anxiety, the fear that you have in your mind, right? What happens to a water balloon when there's too much water and it's becoming more filled and filled and filled until suddenly it pops? And that's exactly what happens to a human mind. Of course, your brain doesn't actually explode, as you clearly noticed. That doesn't happen in real life. But when you're too filled, when your mind is being overfilled with negative emotions, you start to perform way less. And by complimenting the guy, by giving him advice, by giving him opportunities to do better, it's like you're opening the little gap in the balloon. It's like you're opening the little hole so that some of the water can come out. You're decreasing the pressure in their brain. Because now that they don't have this fear to do something, they're more likely to do it. Now they genuinely want to do it. They don't have these mental barriers anymore. They're still going to miss a couple of points, but they're still going to make more. And that's what matters. Now they're finally starting to hit an incline. You see, we as modern men, we have been conditioned to have lower confidence. Because think back to your days at school. Maybe you're still at school, so you can especially relate to what I'm going to talk about. Do you remember when you got a bad grade and the first thing the teacher would do when she would notice it, She would start yelling at your face. She would start shouting at you, saying all these mean, terrible things to you, like, "Oh, how could you have done so bad? You should have done way better." And that wouldn't help you at all. Matter of fact, it would make you want to do it even less. It would make you feel even worse. Because the way you get somebody to do something, it's not by raising your voice and trying to act all big and strong and shit. The way you get somebody to do something is you make him want to do it himself. You know, you're giving him compliments, you're giving him opportunities to learn. You're telling him all of these things that he could have done. And you don't want to do this, in a mean way. You want it to be genuine. And now that you've given this person all of these opportunities, all of these compliments, all of this type of stuff, now he's looking more objectively at the situation and he's thinking, wait a minute. If I do this, this, and that, I can do it. And now everything starts to click in his head. And now he sees doing that thing as a possibility. In my last video, I talked about a particular saying from the past. You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. And this saying applies to this video as well. Fuck it. It applies very well. You can't give the guy confidence directly. But you know what you can do? You can praise him. You can compliment him. You can give him advice. You can start trying to piece it all together for him so that when he thinks about it, it starts to click in his mind. You want to implant an idea in his brain that he can do it. Because when he sees something as a possibility and he genuinely works hard on achieving that thing, of course he can get it. Of course. Now, if you resonate with this video and I managed to lit this little spark of hope in your brain to make the world a better place and help you improve your life and other people's lives, then I can guarantee you that my other videos will do just as good, if not better. Click the like button, click the sub button. I know you don't want to hear all of this. I'm sick of this myself. I'm only human too. I don't want to say that in every single video, but hey, this is how I get the algorithm to like me more so we can spread the gospel more. I don't have random stutter. Guess what? I don't have anything else to say in this video. If you like the way I talk and you fuck with me, you can check out my channel if you like. I'll see you in the next one. I need to stop doing that shit, bro.